Dolphins always make it exciting no matter who they're up against. Today it's the New Orleans Saints, who are now 2-10. The Dolphins are now 5-7, 21-17. Sometimes it looks like neither team really wants to win the game, but despite everything that's going on, the Miami Dolphins are on that 3-game win streak, winners of 4 of the last 5, and they keep themselves in the hunt. 305-567-0560, 1043 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Mike from Fort Lauderdale.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right, so I'm listening to all the fans call in about Tua. Personally, my problem is more with the coach and his boneheaded play calling, too smart for his own good.
I hear you.
Okay, so I read an interesting stat in 2003 when Tua led the league in passing.
23?
23.
Okay, yeah.
He led the league with led all quarterback with 20-yard passes for 20 yards or more downfield.
That's true.
Guess who led the league with passes for 5 yards or less that same year?
Was it Josh Allen?
Patrick Mahomes, who won the Super Bowl that year. Right?
Okay.
So at the same time, since that time, I think it's been either Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, who has led the league in rushing for quarterbacks with their legs and their strong arms. What do they have between them? About 10 Super Bowls?
No, they have 0.
Yeah, exactly. So it's more about it's an entire team concept, dude.
I understand.
Has very little to do with one player, especially at this stage of the game. We have a coach, and I'm telling you, listen, he may be an outstanding play caller when he has all the guts, but he can't even recognize that his quarterback is at his best when he's a play action quarterback. When he gets to play, when he does a play action thing. Tua's not. He can't carry a team. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. He should be able to recognize that his best player is Devon Achane. So maybe let's get a little more play action.
Absolutely.
Let's get the play action going a little bit more, man.
And what do all great coaches do?
Adjust.
When critical times in the game, they put the ball in their best player's hand.
Yeah, you're right.
So why do we have a rookie running back, an indecisive rookie running back, running the ball on 4th and 1 when they have a chance to ice the game?
I thought that was an unfair
thing.
I thought that was unfair to OG too, by the way.
Absolutely.
I thought we put him in a bad situation when we should have had Devon Achane in there, who's averaging over 6 yards a carry, by the way.
Man, listen, I mean, it's so just too smart for his own good, dude.
Yeah.
He's the bigger problem on this team.
Okay, I understand where you come from. Thank you for letting us know that. Yeah, there are some question marks definitely around some of the stuff Mike McDaniel does. And the thing is, they're very egregious, as I would say, Creeper. It's not like, well, you're like, no. And you looked on the 4th down, I was like, well, why is Devon Achane not in the game? We know OG3, he's not as decisive in the hole, and it hasn't worked in the past. I know he's your big bruising back. Let's try to mix it up. Devon Achane.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, his coaching decisions, his 4th down decisions, his replay decisions. I mean, I don't know what this guy is thinking. I really don't. I mean, we're going from a coach who was a player's coach when he first got here. Now he's like, all that about being a player's coach. I'm going to institute some accountability now.
Yeah, leadership council.
They already know they can walk over you. Guess what? They're going to continue to walk over you. And that's the thing is this guy is Mr. Buddy, and that's why everybody likes him. But I'm sorry. I don't want to go to the point of Flores, but this team needs, kind of like to pardon a phrase from the original Batman movie, this team needs an enema because seriously, this whole thing is they need a whole cleanse is where they're at because they need some leadership here. They have some leaders on this roster, but look at last year. You lost Armstead. You lost Calais. Those are your 2 big leaders in the locker room. Now you have Jordan Brooks kind of stepping up and everything, but the problem is that your number 1 leader should be your quarterback. He ain't your quarterback. And you're kind of stuck in a situation where you need a roster overhaul, you need a coaching overhaul, you need a front office overhaul, and that's all not going to happen in the middle of the season, unfortunately.
And with all that being said, we're 4 out of the last 5. We've won 3 in a row, and ever since Chris Greer has been let go and Jalen Phillips has been traded, this team has won So just keep riding. 305-567-0560. 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Eddie. I'm calling from Nashville.
Hey, Eddie. Glad to hear from you. What's up?
I just want to focus on the Dolphins of what's right. Let's not focus on what's wrong. Let's focus on what's right. We're in December. We're getting momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything is X's and O's. Not everything is stats. Not everything is body size. Sometimes it's the things you can't see. This team got grit. This team got heart. We're winning games ugly, but we're winning. We're kicking, we're crawling, we're scratching, but we're winning. And that's what we need to focus on is December. We're building momentum. Let's have an ugly game. Let Tua have a bad game today because we won. With Tua having a terrible game, let him have that terrible game today. Because when it matters, that's when we need that top-notch game. And that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on what's right. We see what Tua can do. And it started in the Buffalo game when he played really well. The announcer said, hey, you can't let Tua just sit back there and throw the ball. You got to put pressure in his face. You got to throw the timing off. And ever since that announcer said that, everybody's in his face. So we just got to burn the blitz. Find a way to burn the blitz, and let's move on.
I'm all for the positivity, especially during the holiday season. And this Dolphins team, you know, whether you like the way they've won or not, or who they've beaten, the fact of the matter is they are winning. They are getting some momentum. They have told us. We figured some things out before the Atlanta game. And since then, it's been all wins except for the one Baltimore game, and that was a short week. We weren't able to implement everything. Tua, he's winning. That's what you ask your quarterback to do. I think this is the thing a lot of Dolphins fans are worried about, is that they've seen this all before, that this is a house of cards, that we're playing with fire and we're getting by barely and we're beating teams that aren't that good and we're playing down to our competition, and one day it's going to come and bite us. And I think that's what Dolphins fans are really, really worried about, and maybe even protecting themselves against, because they've been burned so many times. But yes, we are winning. We are a winning team. We are getting better, and the guys have not quit. That's another important thing. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dan Day. This is Jerry and Davey. How are you, sir?
Jared, good to hear from you, dude. I'm great.
Hey, listen, I just want to make one observation. I was at the game today. Great game, overcast. This eligible receiver, number 64, they must have said that 15 times in the game.
They have
and
to.
Number 64 is not getting any passes. I think his name's Daniel, but the whole guy, everybody in my section is like, number 64 is an eligible receiver. And I mean, it's a great win, but I thought we were cracking up like, here's number 64. We're all getting number 64 jerseys. He's like the unsung hero of the team, I think. He's always eligible, and no one's passing him the ball.
Well, he should be number 6'7", to be honest with you. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, I've noticed they have to announce every time that he's in an eligible, quote unquote, it's part of the league rules, and they're going to do it a lot. That's Daniel Brunskill, who actually has been a godsend for this team. He has been, instead of Mike McDaniel, let's give him credit. He made an adjustment. He said, instead of me putting another running back in there to chip block and to do this, why not another tight end to block?
That's who he is.
He goes, I'm cutting to the chase. I'm putting a big-ass offensive lineman, Daniel Brunskill, in there to be a quote-unquote eligible receiver, but to be another lineman. He put an extra lineman on the line, and the Dolphins, no one seems to be able to figure it out. Look at Devon Achane.
Correct. That's Devon Achane. And like you said, I was sitting in the end zone, and I saw him like cutting across. They put him in motion, and he's laying out the guy on the outside for Achane. So, like I said, the whole section, 132, were like, number 64 is in the game. Let's go. So, Dan Day, enjoy your night, sir.
Section 132 represent. I like that right there. Daniel Brunskill is put in there not to be a receiver, not to be anything crazy, but to be a blocker, an extra offensive lineman. Now, don't think, though, Robert Grieper, there's a special play in there one day where he checks in as an eligible receiver bound by the end zone, and Mike McDaniel says, I need one catch from you.
You think he's Jumbo Elliott?
Yeah, we'll see, man. It happens all the time. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? 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 Try this again. I'm sorry about that. 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead. Go ahead. 305-567-0560. Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry about that. What's your name?
Oh, no problem. Hey, big fan of the day spot, man. Chris here. Just want to say 2 quick points. Tale of two cities, a tale of two teams. End of the year for the Dolphins and Canes, both teams are going to look back at one loss. I hate to say it. Dolphins, we're going to look at Cleveland. They win Cleveland, they're 6-6. They're in the driver's seat. Canes, they're going to look back at SMU. They win that, no conversation. We're in the playoffs. Man, we're in the ACC championship. What a shame that these two teams, every year, knuckleheads, they fail. With that being said, man, two will be around next year, and that's about it. As far as the Canes, maybe there's luck. I don't know. But, Dolphin fans and Canes fans, another year, another head scratcher. Take it easy, man.
I appreciate that so much. Yeah, now you look back on it, every single game in the NFL looms so heavy. You beat the Browns, and everything just looks so different for the Miami Dolphins. It's only one game. And with the Miami Hurricanes, honestly, Carson Beck, if you could have two throws back, and both throws cost the team the game against Louisville and SMU, take those two throws back. Just those two throws back. Even one of the throws, take it back. Might be a different animal. That ACC championship game is going to be rough. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, buddy? My name is Mario. I'm from Miami.
Mario, Miami. What's going on?
Oh, man, brother, man. Thank you for the show, man. I hear a lot of people say a lot of great things. Everybody has their own opinion, I guess. But, I just want to say that, we can't just put everything on Tua. When the offense is clicking, people are making plays. Everything seems to be working out great. And then when things are not going great, it's obviously we're going to blame the quarterback because he's the one. He's the piece. But I mean, I think it comes down to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think everybody has to make a play. Let's not put everything on Tua. Obviously, I know Tua is not a generational quarterback, but I just hate that every week we put it on Tua. I get it, but he has some flaws and he has some great things about it. So let's just finish what we got. And hopefully next year we can get a quarterback, man. But for what we got now, let's just move on with that.
Yeah, Mario, as you were saying everything, like it's not Tua, it's not the play calling, it's not the defense, it's not the wide receivers. I was about to say we live in a gray area where it's a whole team. It's everybody's fault and also everybody being right. So, to say what's wrong with this team, well, there's not one thing that's wrong and not one thing that's right, although Devon Achane, it's hard to make an argument that he does stuff wrong. Yeah. But, it's an amalgamation of everything. I think it's the play calling. I think it's Tua. When things go good or bad, I think it's Tua. I think it's the play calling. I think it's the defense. I think it's Anthony Weaver. I think it's Devon Achane. I think it's everything. And it's old tried and true, like you're saying. It's a team game.
Right. And then you got the Buffalo Bills where you got Josh Allen, and everybody said praises Josh Allen. But I think it's, again, we're playing a team football, a team game, and it's just like, it is what it is. I'm a Dolphin fan forever, and that's it.
Hopefully
what? Next year,
I love that you say that, Mario, because so many people I hear, I used to be a Dolphins fan, but I changed my fandom to whatever other team. And that's, to me, that's Benedict Arnold right there. And if you're one of those fans, hey, look, you have the right to cheer for whoever you want. But to me, you don't sell out your team no matter how bad they are, no matter how rough things are, no matter how much they let you down. You ride with them because one day things are going to turn around. And I know I say this all the time, and Dolphins fans, it seems like it's never going to happen. One day things are going to turn around. And that day when the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, hopefully you'll either be alive or looking down, and you're going to be that much happier because you rode through the lowest of the low.
Exactly.
You deserve this highest of the high. The guy and the girl that leave the Dolphins and say, you know what, I'm tired of cheering for a loser, you don't get that. You don't come back to the Dolphins and say, oh, I grew up a Dolphins fan. You left. You abandoned your team. I am very strong about that. I'm glad that you said you're a Dolphins fan for life because you're going to be riding a high whenever this team does get to the promised land. I promise. And that almost comes out religious on a Sunday, but I promise you, man, it's going to be so sweet. I've been through it. It's going to be sweet.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the time, brother.
Mario, much appreciated right there. Mario making me feel good right there on this Thanksgiving Day weekend. Creeper, look, we've seen the best of the best teams this year not look so great. We've seen the worst of the worst teams look pretty okay. Could it be one of those crazy seasons that, who knows? You got to play it out. You
play to win the game.
All you can worry about is the New Jersey / New York Jets next week. You're riding a high. Just find a way to win. You know what? They've never gone back to a Super Bowl champ and said, yeah, but it was like the ugliest Super Bowl champion ever. No one ever says that. No one ever cares. It's Super Bowl. This team finishes out the season, wins a playoff game. It'll be a memorable Dolphins team that people will talk about forever. It's a team that everybody had down and out. They came together. They could have quit. They didn't. They won out and won a playoff game, ending a 25-year drought. Is it Christmas wishing, Hanukkah wishing, Kwanzaa wishing? Is it the good vibes from Thanksgiving? Did I eat or drink something crazy on Thanksgiving? Maybe.